Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and we're doing another ECOMI only VeVe video. As per usual, currently the price is 0.003085 on the low of 3018 and a high of 3498. This video, honestly, what we're about to talk about here is freaking huge. I actually just recorded this video and I noticed I wasn't recording, so we're back at it again. But since I recorded the first time round, I learned quite a bit of information, right? Pardon me. So VeVe just tweeted out, "Party on dudes, Bill and Ted are coming to VeVe, all the details." Now we've looked through the blog post right here. We're gonna go through it right now, but what we've learned through this blog post is so much bigger, in my opinion, than just Bill and Ted's, although Bill and Ted stuff is huge, right? So VeVe welcomes Bill and Ted. Time-traveling duo Bill and Ted are to become the first ever NFTs from the hit comedy films. Name a more iconic duo. From nearly flunking high school to writing music that becomes the basis of a utopian society, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey follow the journey of William Bill S. Preston-esque and Ted Theodore Logan and their ambitious but whimsical plans for their rock band, the Wild Stallions, or the Wild Stallions. Little do they know that the future of the world depends on their band's success, but it all begins with their attempts to pass a history report when a guide from the future appears and provides the pair with a time machine, the iconic phone booth. Thus begins an adventure of historical proportions as the pair travel through time, acquiring knowledge of the past to save the future and graduate high school while they're at it. Bill and Ted is an iconic comedy franchise and represents the type of brands VeVe is proud to be partnered with, as Bill and Ted needs to collect historical figures for the history presentation. VeVe collectors can do the same thing with these premium NFTs and be a part of a digital collectible revolution. They're also considered Keanu Reeves' breakthrough role as an actor, and has since launched a range of spin-offs around the characters, including television series, video games, and comics. More recently, the pair united for a third film, Face the Music, back in 2020. VeVe x Bill and Ted. VeVe is incredibly excited to announce this partnership with Creative Licensing to offer the first ever series of NFTs from both Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and their Bogus Journey. VeVe is changing the world of digital collectibles through innovative technology and streamlined user accessibility. We knew very quickly they would be the perfect partner to make Bill and Ted digital collectibles a reality for the first time. Now, something I think at this point is that I'm not even going to be titling this video about Bill and Ted's adventure stuff. Now, that is huge, right? I personally am a bit too young to have watched all that and for it to be iconic to me personally, but I have looked into it and I can see why it's so iconic. Having said that, what's more important to me is this right here, right? The collaborative work between VeVe and Creative Licensing, which we're going to have a look at very soon. This is the first time a digital collectible has been offered on VeVe with likeness rights. That is huge. And as part of the series, fans will be able to party on with digital collectibles featuring the true likeness of Ted Theodore Logan, Keanu Reeves, of course, and Bill S. Preston, Alex Winter, as well as a highly detailed replica of the memorable phone booth time machine from the films. Watch the space for series info and dropped updates, which I would assume means that, you know, we'll soon be seeing prices, rarities, etc. Right? About Creative Licensing, this part is big. Located in LACA, Creative Licensing is a full-service independent merchandise licensing agency that specializes in long-term brand development. Founded in 1982, Crypto Licensing currently represents a large catalog of classic films and properties. Learn more about it here. Now, gone over to CLC. I did not realize it is as big as it is. This thing is humongous. It's huge. Let's have a look at the properties. Keep in mind that the president of this company is very excited about VeVe and has already, of course, now we're seeing the first film that we've seen from CLC. But let's have a look at the films that they've represented in action alone. We have Drive from Ryan Gosling and a bunch of, well, Doctor Who, okay, and a bunch of films that I don't know, but also do know, right? We have Rambo, we have Terminator, we have more Terminator. If we keep going there, we have comedy then, and we have more stuff here, right? We have Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, we have The Excellent Adventure. These are the films that we're going to be seeing. But look at what it's surrounded by. We have Ace Ventura right here. We have Stealing Harvard, Spinal Tap. We have Adam Sandler. And then we go further, we have drama with Black Hawk Down and all these other films. This is bloody huge. These films and these IPs are massive. You know, we have horror as well. We have Frankenstein, right? And then we have music as well. Now, and finally we have romance, but these are some of the same films. Now, having said that, let's have a look at the press. Creative Licensing announced new game deals with Fortnite, Mortal Kombat, World of Tanks, Dead by Daylight, and Evil Dead the game. Let's have a look at that though in closer look with License Global, right? Creative Licensing announces new game deals. So we've seen all the legacy film deals. I'm checking to see if I'm recording still. We've seen all the legacy film deals, but let's have a look at some of the game deals. So we have here Fortnite, one of the biggest games in the world, out of memory, and probably now since then it's been a while. Since about a year ago, I think, maybe even 2 years ago, Fortnite had 215 million users. I would imagine it's gone up by that by now, so that's huge. Mortal Kombat, of course, is also well known. World of Tanks, you may or may not know that, but World of Tanks puts so much money into YouTube advertising, so they must be making a lot of money. A lot of players, most likely. Dead by Daylight is a huge brand, and Evil Dead as well. Creative Licensing has expanded their roster of digital games. Whoops, where's it gone? There we go. Creative Licensing has expanded their roster of digital games, introducing some familiar action heroes from the 80s and 90s to a new generation of gamers and fans through downloadable content licenses. Deals include Rambo and Escape from New York for World of Tanks, The Terminator. Oh wow, no, Rambo is in MK11 now. Okay, The Terminator and Terminator 2 for Fortnite. I love it. Halloween for Dead by Daylight and Evil Dead 2 for Evil Dead game. Now, the reason why this is so big is because this tells me that if this company is responsible for bringing, like, say for example, Terminator to Fortnite, Rambo into MK11. I wonder, when was this posted? January 28, 2021. So my guess is potentially that CLC may have Call of Duty as well. I'm not sure. The reason being that Rambo is now also in Warzone, as well as Terminator, which are both CLC films, right? So this could literally mean that we're going to be seeing all of those characters in NFT form. Who knows? The reality is that when games take on these IPs, when they bring these IPs into the game, like Fortnite, Terminator, right? So basically what that means is you can play as the Terminator in Fortnite, right? You can play as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, the reason why that's so important is because the reason why they're doing that, and they're doing that to make it a part of something so much bigger. Now, Fortnite itself, and if I literally just type it in, Fortnite Metaverse. First thing that comes up, right? I mean, in fairness, that's because it's a recent search, but there is so much talk about, from Washington Post, about Epic Games. You know, they've literally had $1 billion in funding to support their metaverse vision, right? CLC most likely want to bring all of these IPs into the digital universe, and what's the best way to do that? Well, gaming is one way, which is why we've seen Fortnite do it, Activision with Warzone, etc. But now we're seeing CLC enter the NFT world. That is huge. We've seen the president specifically say, again, I want to go over it because it's so important, VeVe is changing the world of digital collectibles through innovative technology and streamlined user accessibility. We knew very quickly they would be the perfect partner to make this film collectible thing. That's huge. So what do I think? I think that we're going to be seeing a lot more of these brands right up here. And I think that we're also very likely to see the games that they have picked up as well, being, of course, Fortnite, MK, WOT, DBD, and EDTG. That being said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. This is very excited. I'm looking forward to it. I honestly, when I saw this tweet right here, I didn't really know much about Bill and Ted. Then you look behind the scenes and holy crap, a lot is going on here. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. We have, of course, been excited to see gaming NFTs at some point in the near future on this channel. I am obviously in gaming a lot. Some of you will know that, some of you won't, but I do work in gaming, so I see a lot of these IPs and I see a lot of these opportunities. The other thing to keep in mind, right, I want to bring this up right now actually, is Jeremy Padua, right? Jeremy Padua, who is a good friend of David Yu and is a good friend of Al Khan, right? Jeremy Padua, if we have a look at his Twitter, right? Global toy maker for Pokemon, Fortnite, and Roblox, AEW, Halo, and more, right? Now, all I'm seeing is a lot of really, really influential people who have access to these IPs regarding the licenses being really good friends with David Yu and Al Khan. Of course, Al Khan being the licensing head for ECOMI, and David, you being the founder, right, and CEO. So this is incredibly exciting. What are your thoughts in the comments below? With that being said, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I cover a lot of stuff going on, and also follow me on Twitter. I tweet about a lot of stuff regarding Valorant, around OMI, ECOMI, gaming. I do the whole thing. If you want to follow me, make sure to do so at ZakiZoo on Twitter. With that being said, have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.